Hi, and welcome to Memories and Stitches. We're going to come in and we are going to retrieve a design that I have already started working on that I had saved to my machine. Next, what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom and grab that design. We're going to come through and say OK, and now we're going to go on into Edit. We are going to group these two together so that way whatever I do to them simultaneously, they both will be affected. Okay, so that's a group. They're all one design now. What we're going to do is resize them to the size that we want. You can just hold the negative down, or you can do the tap, tap, tap. It's up to you on how you want to do this. But having them grouped, you get to do them all at one time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to hit OK, and we're going to start rotating. We're going to fit this design on the mat so we can save our vinyl the best that we can. Now we are multiplying them. So we've actually made two sets of these feather designs. We're going to place them in the best settings or best way we can to fit this whole mat. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of resizing, making them a little bit smaller. I looked at my project and I want them just a little bit tinier than I had them. And you see little boxes around these. This is kind of an outline cut that helps save our vinyl. So I'm just bringing them down, kind of resizing them a little bit more, getting them exactly the way I want. Actually, this first feather set here will be for a smaller tumbler, and the second one will stay larger for the larger tumbler. All right, so we're going to hit OK. So now what we're doing is we are loading our mat. Whew, this is in fast motion. So we're going to do a quick load map. We're going to have two different colors on there. I'm going to only show one on how we do that because that's all you really need to see. So once we have it secured to our mat, a brayer, which is like a little rolling pin, works really great. Now what I just did is activated the machine. We scanned it. Now we're going to place our designs exactly within the vinyl itself. We're going to hit cut. Now we have some little housekeeping to do. We need to do a test and make sure we have it set right. You want to put your initial test in an area that will be away from your design, but you don't want to waste your vinyl. You're going to hit start. You're going to let it do its test cut, and you're going to see that we did that successfully. So now we just started our machine. Now the machine is going to cut out all the vinyl for us. Here we go. Now we're going to unload our mat. What we're going to do next is just turn the machine off, get it out of the way. And now you're going to get to look at how we weed. Dark colored vinyl works. This weeding hook that you're seeing with this light, using that with the dark colored vinyl is excellent. It makes it much, much easier to see. And I'm just going to come around and show you a little bit of weeding tricks on here to kind of help the process, because we have big pieces in here and we have little tiny ones. You're going to see on the other side here soon with camera placements easier. So you see how they have just cut out with the little boxes a little more individual. All right, here we go. So we're going to move this around a little bit more and show you a little bit more weeding detail. You do want to take your time with this, okay? You do not want to be impatient with it so you don't pull apart your designs. Okay, so we're just taking our time here. Actually, it's in speed motion, but still taking our time to weed. Okay, now that we have both of them weeding, we are applying our transfer tape. All right, so depending on what the size of your design, the size of your transfer tape, if it will be big enough, I just need to cover that little piece right there. So here we go. So I'm going to scrape on there really, really well, and then I'm going to cut them apart. All right, so let's remove them from the mat. We're going to get our mat out of the way, and we're going to trim up our vinyl here. Now, because I am doing them on a tumbler, you're going to see me trim out around that design, okay? And it makes it a whole lot easier when you are working on a curve, okay? And you may even need to put some slats in there to kind of help that transfer tape lay easier on that curve, okay? So that's why I'm cutting it the way I'm doing. All right, but you'll see that here as we go along. I'm just going to clean up just a smidgen. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm just going to rub down the back a little bit more to try to get that vinyl onto the transfer tape. Okay, so now we are going to get out our cup cradle, and we are going to bring our tumbler up, and we are going to get that feather design placed on there. So you have to be really, really careful with this, depending on the strength of your transfer tape, if it sticks really, really well or not. Sometimes you have to go back, add a little bit more on there. Oops, I forgot a little part. So, okay, so we're going to get that ready, kind of press that back more onto the transfer tape. We're going to take our time with this vinyl, okay? So you don't want to be in a hurry with it. You don't want to lose anything on there. So we're just going to very easily, carefully peel back. Sometimes you have to help it a little bit. It's okay. If you are struggling with this, you may need a stronger transfer tape, okay? Going on to this epoxy cup, I did not want to have a strong transfer tape. That's why I'm using what I am. And here we go. Just slowly peel that off. Take your time. Make sure you catch all the little pieces. All right. Now we're going to lay our design down. Be very careful. Take your time with this. That's why I'm saying working on a curve on here. And like I said, you might have to put a few little slits in there to get it to lay appropriately. Then you're going to rub that vinyl down really, really well. We're going to put a little slit right there because we don't want that vinyl to get a kink in it. Okay. Now we're going to go back and we're going to rub that vinyl down really well. Taking care not to mess anything up, and then we will carefully remove the transfer tape. We should not have any problems as it should stick nicely to the tumbler. Okay, so here we go. Any second we're going to remove it. Here we go. Just very carefully remove that transfer tape, okay? We're going to do the other side of this tumbler as well. Okay, so we're just going to move it on over. We're going to kind of look at the positioning with our vinyl. Make sure we get it in the right spot. Oh, easy, easy. Take your time. Here we've got a little piece that came up. Now I do have this in fast forward motion. But this is, like I said, this is a light transfer tape. I was very hesitant to use a heavy one. But I wanted you to see kind of how to do this. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of look and make sure my design is not going to touch each other, the room that I have on there. And we're just going to take the same process. We're going to lay this out. Make sure, you know, if we need to put any slits in there to help it lay down easier. Make sure the vinyl is attached appropriately. And now we're just going to secure it a little bit more on the cup. Once I'm done with the vinyl, I will go back and put at least 2 more coats of epoxy on it. This is a fabric tumbler, by the way. This is some fabric I found at our local fabric shop, and I have just fell in love with it. And there it is. 2 more coats of epoxy, and it will be ready to go. Thank you.